Welcome back to Pineleaf Plays the Druid. And we are now here before the barkeeper who seems to have a quest for us. That's what he has to say. I'm glad you're here, Blaze. I have heard of your efforts on behalf of the village. Thanks to you, opportunities have begun to materialize to turn the situation around. There is a traitor here in the village. Someone who has given himself to the cult willingly, mad as that is. We now know what his next move will be, and that is where you come in, Blaze. The fool is planning to attack the tavern and kill me, but when he arrives with his Sahuagin allies, he won't find me, he'll find you. Alright, I have a feeling I know where this is going. Don't worry. My men will ambush most of the Sahuagin before they get near the place, but make sure that you kill the traitor. Under no circumstances allow him to get away. His name is Jacoby Drexelhand. Now, are you ready? Alright, let's do this. And yes, that's an unusual way to start a dungeon, in that a public area becomes a dungeon just by this, but that's how this one goes. Of course, we are going to try to keep up our bravery streak here, since that seems to be working on it. Now this is and anyway, I'm level 2 now, so therefore doing this at level 2 does make a bit more sense than it did when I was level 1. So here we go. And more Sahuagin. And wait for the collaborator to arrive.
Your waiting bears fruit. This must be the collaborator stepping in from the dark.
Oh, hello there. You again. The Sahuagin blame you for your heroics. I'm sick of your tampering. Why? Why are you working for the Sahuagin? I'm no fool. The Sahuagin will kill everyone who doesn't convert. It's inevitable. I'm just watching out for my hide. So says the biggest fool in Korthos. Well, I'm going to see what kind of hide whipping I can give you. Hey, you. Oh, stupid Sahuagin. Coward! Oh, I forgot to summon my friend. Alright, there you go. I forgot to treat this as a dungeon rather than as a public area. Alright, now we need to still protect this place. Oh, cultists! And Sahuagin. More Sahuagin.
Your stalwart defense gives the Sahuagin pause, but you hear more of them gathering outside for a final assault.
Yeah, right.
You notice a small chest hidden behind the bar.
That's what I get with my good spot ability. But I'll have to worry about that afterwards. For once, there's a reward that you get for having a spot skill rather than a search skill. Oh, there they are. As you see, there's a great deal that's done with straight attacks rather than with abilities.
Sahuagin storm. Now, after that traitorous Jacoby Drexelhand, he must have fled into the cellar.
Now what about this small chest? Oh, there it is. Now personally, I think it was rather silly of them saying, oh yeah, here's a small chest behind here where you could raid something. Yeah, right, I mean, weird place to put a treasure chest if you ask me. Simply because, alright, now, Scroll a summon monster 1, but that's a wizard scroll or a cleric scroll. Not too useful for a scroll of bless, cleric, favored soul, paladin, but not for a druid. Now here's a +2 light shields. That's a much better shield than the one I've got now, so let's take that one here. Yes, well, I wanted to remove the shield from that weapon set. Alright, so I'll put this here, and this weapon set now becomes this shield and these darts, just in case I need the darts in this next area. Good. Now we'll go into the next region.
Drexelhand isn't here. However, webbed footprints on the ground betray the location of a secret passage. Backtracking them may reveal the way to open that passage.
Alright.
The chamber beyond the secret passage looks ancient, predating Korthos village.
Oh, fun. And now here's the main chest for completing the area. So that was just a bonus, the one for spotting the chest behind there. Potion of tumbling, gold pieces, sibries, and rapier of heart seeking, even though I really can't use a rapier. But for the moment I'm not going to be spending shards in order to get that up. I've got 1 more minute of Ram's Might, and I'm using Bestial Nature right now. Which I think might be more useful for what I'm fighting here. Alright, well, looks like I got everything there for the moment, so open the lever. Let me bring up a re-summon that so I don't disappear halfway through. Now, while in the main rules you can have multiple summoned creatures up at the same time in the pencil and paper rules, but they have very limited times on how long they stay up. So in this game, you have much longer time that they stay up, but you're limited to having only one at a time, which is a good compromise for an MMO. Alright, still no useful weapons. Oh, you're just waiting behind the door to come at me, weren't you? Alright, let me bring Ram's Might up again. And there we go. Now, as for spells, actually, that's an interesting thought concerning spells. Let me have a look at that. Yeah, I had one more spell slot come up, but I had failed to put anything in there. I get level 2 spells at when I reach level 3, but I should have added a spell there, but I can't do that now. I have to do that either at a tavern or I think I could also do it at a restaurant.
That weaselly Drexelhand has nowhere left to run. Finish the job.
Yeah, let's finish the job. You got that for sure. You're going down.
Drexelhand thought that siding with the summoned warrior would save his life.
There you go. Is that it? Alright, that looks like that's it. Yep, I got the treasure chest now. Full plate! Ha ha ha! Well, at least it should be worth something on the market. And that takes care of that. Now, is there an exit here? Sometimes they put an exit at the end of the dungeon, but it's mainly for the longer ones. And I don't think there's anything else here, so I guess it's time to head back. Now, oh, there was a shrine way back there. But I really didn't need it. So why you... Alright, so at the halfway point there was a shrine. Now, instead of going back there, I could just hit finish. It says the adventure is complete. Do you want to recall now? And it'll take me out of the instance. So it takes a little time in order to be recalled there, but it brings me back. Actually, since I'm in a tavern now, since I'm over with the adventure, I can have these good berries that I have here. Alright, so now I have quenched. At a tavern, you slowly recuperate hit points and spell points. Your drink restores 160 points over 2 minutes. And while tavern slowly recuperate hit points. And the food heals 90 to 120 minutes over 3 minutes. And I'm in tavern regeneration, so things are faster there. So that's nice. So you can also buy food from tavern keeps and the like, but druids don't have to worry about that due to the goodberry spell, or the goodberry ability that I have here. There you are! I was worried they got you. Did you kill them? Did you kill Drexand? Yep, Jacoby Drexand is dead. And may he spend an eternity in Kyber's bowels. This is a wonderful news, my friend. We have reached the tipping point. At last, we can take the fight to Zuhagen. Thank you. And of course, we have our reward. At least this time, I can decide what I want. And you see, most of them have exclamation points to say I can use. It's Fenton's Bite, a scimitar, one-handed. And let's see, this is a little bit more powerful, has body feeder in it, has a swim bonus and a jump bonus. Now the other one does give a little bit extra fire damage, so I think even though the scimitar technically does more damage, I think this one does a little bit more, but you get the body feeder thing for 15 temporary hit points. So this is good for other reasons. So therefore, I think I will take the scimitar.
Your victories have made the village much safer, but only temporarily. It's time to take the fight to the Sahuagin, out in the wilds of Korthos Island.
Right. Alright, so let's just drop that from the list and add that to my sets. Lock item. See, items which you have locked are secure to you. Alright. Now, here though is our barkeep. Well met, stranger. If you're injured from your travels, then I have food that'll make you heal faster. And you either say, I like to see what you have, and, okay, what say I'm looking for work. Well, then why are you talking to me? My husband, Sigmund Burson, is right there. He'll organize the defense. Alright, so. Alright, let's see what she has. Sell. Okay, hand axe. I certainly don't need this hand axe, so therefore, I'll sell that. I'll sell that. Full plate, 80 platinum? Alright, let's see. Masterwork darts. Okay, those are the darts I'm carrying around, right? So let me... I'll have to lock that at some point. And sell gems. Get 5 platinum pieces, 8 gold for that. Sell the scrolls, sell the summon monster 1. And that looks like, oh, and sell the chain. Oh, I'm technically proficient with the chainmail shirt, but it is metal, so therefore it still doesn't count. And I can't use it because I'm a druid, because druids aren't allowed to use metallic armor. So it really should have had a special symbol there saying that it will break the druidic oath if you wear that. So therefore I'll sell all of that. I'm at 438 platinum. So platinum seems to be rather cheap in this place. And that's for repairs. Really don't need to repair anything actually. Oh, that's right, because the Ember Staff is a starter item, so I might as well keep that for now since I would just have to dump it later. But here we have various drinks that you can have that help to slowly regenerate you. But since I got the good berries, that's not really all that necessary for me. It looks like Merla here has a job that she has here, and we also have a Master Skirmisher. Whatever a Master Skirmisher is, I mean, okay, I'm Pineleaf, you know. In Lotro, I'm a Master Skirmisher, so to speak, but let's see. Normally, you suffer large attack penalties when attacking with 2 weapons. The 2 weapons fighting feat greatly reduces those penalties. You'll even do better if you use a light weapon like a dagger in your offhand. You need to have a dexterity of at least 15 to take 2 weapons fighting feat. If you don't have 2 weapons fighting, consider using a shield instead. Rangers with enough dexterity automatically gain the 2 weapon fighting improved 2 weapon fighting and greater 2 weapon fighting feats as they progress to higher levels. And alright, I'm not exactly sure what he's trying to tell me there. Because here we have the Master Scholar. You are Druid and not a spellcaster. You are Druid and not a spellcaster. My knowledge of magic is no help to you. Alright. Yeah, because it was like saying, well, what on earth is this all about? So, no, I have no idea. Oh, this must be hints. Giving you hints, saying that if you wanted to do something. So maybe every once in a while they give hints. And it's not anything you interact with in the end. Alright, now before I go, I did want to show you one more thing, and that is the monster manual. Since, what's D&D without a monster manual? In this case, of course, we've been running into Sahuagin. And these are in the prologue, so they have, looks like they have different ones to show you. So my library can show me apparently the prologue, volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. And so far mostly we've been running into Sahuagin. And so it says, and you have various feats that are associated for what you do against these. So therefore my group means me plus my various pets have slain 36 of these. I've done 27 personally. Now, I guess that's the summon creatures don't count as me. So that counts as a separate member of the party, I suspect. While I suspect that the wolf that I summoned, I mean, that's my pet, might count as me. I'm not too sure on that yet. But here how things go is that there are deeds that are associated that you could gain on. So therefore the first one is to kill Sahuagin exterminators, and I need to get 100, then 500, and it goes all the way up to 3,500. And there are also account deeds, meaning if I have characters on other servers, then I'm able to No, actually no. If I have more characters on this server, then I think they add up together on here. So therefore, I have you and your party must exterminate many Sahuagin to complete this deed. So there's 200 of them. Here it says, you are a tenacious hunter with experience fighting many Sahuagin. To complete this deed, you must hunt down new types of Sahuagin and defeat them, adding them to your monster list. So I have 9 right now out of 12. So I need 3 more to complete that deed. And this is to kill more. And this is to reveal more of them to get to 36. And finally kill 2,000. And when I complete all of those, I get a mastery reward, which is, looks like I get to view Sahuagin hit points. So in other words, you learn a lot about them and you get more information about them. Now, so far, these are the ones that I've unraveled, unearthed. In other words, these are the ones that I've fought so far. So you get to see what they look like. And I guess that's their accuracy, number of times you have, the number of times you have slain this monster on your account on the server ACC, and this is number of times on this character. So far all of them are with this particular character. And then there are other things I could do, humanoids, magical, miscellaneous, monsters, so all sorts of things that you can. Player races. So I guess I have some humans also. Right? Yeah, 38. 38 of these. And mainly Devour, Disciples, Drexel Hand, and all that fun stuff. Well, Jacoby Drexel Hand is singular, so obviously there's only going to be one of those. And it looks like I need to reveal 100 of these too. So there are at least 100 types of humans in this game. Which is no surprise because that's a rather common thing. So this is all sorts of things you have with monsters. We can look at that later and see how it looks like after we finish the prologue. But that concludes this episode. And in the next episode, we'll find out what Merle Bowerdatter has for us. Next time for Pineleaf Plays the Druid.